Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our YouTube channel Paper World, where we are solving past paper questions of IGCSE Physics 0625. We are currently doing the chapter of electricity and magnetism, and we've covered quite a few topics. And today, inshallah, we are going to be covering the topic 4.14, that is the magnetic effect of current. So let's begin, but before we start, kindly like and subscribe the channel, and if you like anything helpful in the video, kindly remember me in your prayers. Thank you. Let's begin. Question number 1. The diagram shows a wire in the magnetic field between two poles of a magnet. The current in the wire repeatedly changes between a constant value in one direction and a constant value in the opposite direction, as shown in the graph. What is the effect on the wire? The force on the wire alternates between one direction and opposite direction. Yes, this is true. The force on the wire is constant in size and direction. No, the force on the wire cannot be constant in direction, because as the direction of the current is reversed, though the direction of the magnetic field is reversed, and then the direction of the force is reversed as well. So there is no force acting on the wire at any time. No, there is current, there is a magnetic field, so there would be a force as well which is acting on the wire. There is only a force on the wire when the current reverses. No, it's continuously there. Okay. So A is going to be our correct option. You can also view this phenomena by using the Fleming's left-hand rule. Okay? For example, if for once your first finger is showing you the direction of the magnetic field, and this is the finger that shows you the direction of the current, the force will be in the downward direction. As this direction of the current reverses, so the force is going to be in the upward direction. The force is always changed when the direction of the current is changed. Going forward, a piece of soft iron XY has a coil of wire wound around it. Okay. The north pole of the bar magnet is pulled away from the X, which causes an induced current in the coil. Okay. The magnet is now turned around so that the north pole is on the left. It is taken to the other end of the soft iron, and the north pole is pushed towards Y. A new current is induced in the coil. Which statement is correct? The new induced current is in the opposite direction and causes the soft iron to attract the north pole. No, that's not true. Acha, now when they are telling us about this thing, so we know that according to the Lenz's law, firstly, the north pole of the magnet was being pulled away from the X. Okay? Now, when north pole is moving towards this side now, so first when it was being brought to this side, तो यहाँ पे north pole ही induce हो रहा था. Now when it's being carried away, तो south pole is being induced over here. ठीक है? So अब ये south है for the moment, and this is north. Okay. Now they are saying that the magnet is now turned around. Okay. Now the magnet was turned around. Okay. North was here and south was here, so that the north pole is on the left. It is taken to the other end of the soft iron, and the north pole is pushed towards end Y. So north pole is being pushed towards this side. Okay. So a new current is induced in the coil, obviously, which statement new induced current is in the opposite direction, causes the soft iron to attract north pole. So now the north pole can't be attracted now. This is going to be repelled. ठीक है, the new induced current is in the opposite direction and causes the soft iron to repel the north pole. Yes, it is going to repel the north pole, but the induced current is not in the opposite direction over here. Na? The new induced current is in the same direction and causes the soft iron to attract north pole. No, the induced current is in the same direction, that's true, but it is going to repel the north pole because of the reason I've just given. Okay? This is, by the way, Lenz's. Yes, you can check it by right hand grip rule as well. As you see that the current is in this direction when this north is over here. So the current, the fingers are curling like this and the thumb is pointing like this. Okay? When north pole is over here, the thumb has to point towards the north pole. Now when the north pole is still over here, okay? So when the north pole is still over here, the direction of the current is still the same. Okay? So the direction of the current doesn't change. Okay? So इस वजह से D is the correct option. Okay, moving towards question number 3. A current in a solenoid produces a uniform magnetic field inside the solenoid. The magnetic field direction is due east. Which changes will produce a stronger magnetic field with a direction due west? Okay. We need a stronger magnetic field, so we would need more current. Okay? And we must, and the direction has to be changed, so the direction of the current can be changed and this is going to give us the desired result. So let's look at the options. Use a smaller current and turn the solenoid through 180 degrees. If you use a smaller current, a stronger magnetic field is never going to be obtained. So using smaller current wale options are not applicable. Use a larger current and turn solenoid 90 degrees. This is not going to change the direction due west. It is in this direction. So if you change it to 90 degrees centigrade, so it would be in north direction and it won't be due east, due west. So if you've got to change it 180 degrees now, so you've got to change the direction of the current. Okay? So using a larger current and reversing the direction is going to solve our problem. Okay? So D is the correct option. Question number 4. The diagram shows the magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid. The direction of the current is reversed. Okay. First, the curling of the fingers was towards us, and if the north was over here, okay, if the curling shows this current, okay, and when the direction is reversed, so obviously north is going to go in this direction. Which row describes the effect that it has on the magnitude and on the direction of the magnetic field? The magnitude, there is going to be no change, okay? Because the direction has been reversed, the amount, yeah, the current hasn't been made stronger or weaker, okay? It's just the direction has been reversed. So the direction of the reversal of the current changes the direction of the magnetic field as well. Okay, the magnitude of the magnetic field is going to remain unchanged and the direction of the magnetic field changes. So C is going to be our correct option. Okay, moving forward, question number 5. The diagram shows part of a long current carrying conductor. At which point is the magnetic field strongest? The magnetic field is going to be strongest at a point which is very close to the wire. So the point which is very close to the wire is C. So here the magnetic field is going to be strong. Okay, due to a current carrying conductor. Question number 6. Which statement about the direction of the magnetic field at a point is correct? A. It is the direction of force on a north pole placed at that point. Yes, okay. It is the direction of force on south pole placed at that point. No. It is the direction of force on a positive charge. No. Charge has nothing to do with the direction of the magnetic field. Charge has everything to do with that of electric field, that too positive charge. It has nothing to do with this. So these three are not applicable, and the first one is correct. Question number 7. There is an electric current in a wire. The wire is placed in a magnetic field. A force acts on the wire due to the current. Which statement is correct? The magnetic field must be produced by a permanent magnet and not by an electromagnet. No, that's not true. Force can be produced by a permanent magnet as well as an electromagnet. The wire must be made from a magnetic material. No, that is not true. Copper is a diamagnetic material and the wires are made with that, and they produce magnetic fields due to the current that they carry. See, when both the current and the magnetic field are reversed, the direction of the force is unchanged. Yes, that is true. Because when you change the direction of the current and the magnetic field as well, so the direction of the force is going to remain unchanged. You can check this by applying Fleming's left-hand rule as well. D, when the current is reversed but not the magnetic field, there will be no force on the winding. There is going to be a force on the wire. There is always going to be a force on the wire which is carrying current. Okay, so D can't be correct. C is the correct option. A solid 8. Question number 8. A solenoid is connected to a battery. Okay. Which statement about the magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is correct? The magnetic field along the axis is 0. No, that is not correct. The magnetic field is parallel to the axis. It's not 0 along the axis. The direction of the magnetic field is at 45 degrees to the axis. No, it runs parallel to the axis, as I've just said. The direction of the magnetic field is parallel to the axis. Yes, this is correct. So C is a correct option. Is perpendicular to the axis? No. This is not true. Question number 9. Question number 9. A magnet near a coil of wire is attracted to the coil only when there is a current in the coil. Okay. Which statement explains this force of attraction? The coil of wire has its own gravitational field? No. The coil of wire is made from soft iron? Not necessarily. The current in the coil of wire creates a magnetic field? Yes, this is true. It creates a magnetic field, or because of that there is a force of attraction, or maybe sometimes a force of repulsion as well. So C is correct. The current in the coil of wire induces a charge on the magnet. No, this induction doesn't happen like this. So question number 10. The current in the coil produces a magnetic field around it as shown. Excuse me. The magnitude of the potential difference across the coil is increased and the direction is reversed. What happens to the magnetic field? Now, as the potential difference has increased, so there is going to be a difference created over here, and the coil and the direction is reversed as well. So there is going to be changes that are going to be there. Okay? As we know that if the voltage and current are directly proportional to each other. So if the magnitude of potential difference across the coil is increased, this means that the current must have increased as well. So when the current is increased, the magnitude of the magnetic field increases. Okay? Current increased leads to increase in the magnitude of magnetic field. Okay? And as the direction is reversed, so the direction of the magnetic field will also get reversed. Okay? So let's go through the options. A, the lines become closer together and the right hand end becomes the south pole. Yes, this is true, because if you apply the right hand grip rule for a solenoid, and you know that the current, the direction of the current is this ways, okay, na? The curling of the fingers is towards us and the north pole is towards this side. Okay? Our thumb, you can see over here that the current was like this. So the curling of the fingers was like this and the north was pointing over here. Now when the direction has been reversed, so the direction of the current now is away from you. Okay, so the fingers are curling away from you, the north is over here. So now due to the potential difference being increased, the magnetic field lines would be closer together and now the north would be shifted. ठीक हो गया? So the lines become closer together and right hand end becomes a south pole. So now as this is the north, so this is the new south. ठीक है? So this is correct. A is our correct option. The line becomes closer together and right hand end remains a north pole. This is not correct. When the direction of the current reverses, the direction of the magnetic field also reverses, as I've just shown you guys. Okay, and the lines become further apart. These options are not applicable. So moving on to question number 11. Which diagram shows magnetic field patterns around a wire that is carrying a current perpendicular to the page? If it is carrying a current perpendicular to the page, so it is going to be going into the page, okay? And this is going to be the correct option, and these two rings are closer together, then the third ring and then the fourth ring is further away. So this is the correct arrangement to draw a magnetic field pattern around a wire carrying current. Okay? This is not the right way. Ki first turn and then the second turn is so far away and the third turn gets closer. As it moves away from the wire, so the magnetic field strength is decreasing. Okay? So the distance becomes greater. Okay? So this shows the correct way, and this is these two are not correct. This is for electric field and this is not even applicable. Okay? Moving on to question number 12. The student investigates the force on a bar magnet placed near a current-carrying coil. She carries out 3 different experiments. In experiment 1, the magnet is attracted to the coil, which shows what happens in the other 2 experiments. Okay. If the magnet was attracted to the coil, okay, so it's fine. In the other 2 ones, there is a change. If you see, there is a change of current. So if now the current has been changed, and if this was being attracted, so this means this would have been north pole. With the reversal of the current, now this is south pole and this is north pole. Okay, so south and south are going to repel each other. And over here, if this is south and this is south and this is north, so here it's going to be attraction. So 12 ka, we would look for an answer. Here it should be repulsion in the experiment 2, and in experiment 3 there should be attraction. So C is the correct option. Okay? Always look at the direction of the current as well in the question. That is going to ensure that you get the question correct. Okay? Now question number 13. An electric current is passed through a coil of wire. Which diagram shows the shape of the magnetic field produced in the middle of the coil? Okay. Magnetic field actually is, parallel to the axis of the coil. Okay. So it is going to be A. It can't be C, it can't be D, and it can't be B. B refers to electric field. This is magnetic field around a current carrying conductor, a simple wire, not a solenoid. And this is the magnetic field lines around a magnet plus a wire. So this is also not applicable. So A is the correct answer. Okay. Question number 14. An electric current can produce a heating effect and a magnetic effect. Which row shows the effect that a relay uses together with one application of the relay? Relay uses the magnetic effect, okay, not the heating effect, and it allows a small current to switch on a larger current. So C is going to be the correct option. Moving on to question number 15. The circuit shown contains a relay. Both lamps are initially off. When switch S is closed, the relay operates. What is the state of the lamp? If the switch S is closed and the relay operates, so this is going to get closed as well, and lamp 1 and lamp 2 both are going to be on. Okay? So we are looking for an option which states that both are on. So A is going to be the correct option. Okay? Question number 16. The direction of the current flowing in a straight wire X is into the paper. Which diagram shows the shape of the magnetic field pattern around the fire? You should use right hand grip rule for this, and this is going to be it. This cross indicates that the wire is going into the paper, okay? And the magnetic field lines are going to be like this. They are not going to be parallel, they are not going to be like this, and they are not going to be like this as well. Okay, so 16 answer is A. Moving on to question number 17. The diagram shows a coil connected to a battery and a switch. Two unmagnetized iron bars hang freely near opposite end of the coil. Okay, what happens to the iron bar when the switch is closed? When the switch is going to be closed, there is going to be a magnetic field because of the current in the coil, and both the bar magnets, since they are neutral at this moment and they both are conductors of they both are magnetic materials, are made up of magnetic materials, so they are going to be attracted to the coil. So both X and Y move away from the coil. No, that is not correct. Both X and Y move towards the coil. Yes, this is correct. B is the correct option. These options would have been there if these were not iron bars but bar magnets. Okay, if they were bar magnets, so one of them might have gone close to the coil, one of them might have moved away, both might have been attracted, and even if they've given you the idea that here is the north pole is pointed towards this side because the current is like this, coiling of our fingers is towards us, so the north is towards this, and if both of them were bar magnets, or if any bar magnet had north over here, so it would have been repelled and all. So this is not the case. They are simple magnetic material objects hanging like this. So when the current is going to run in the coil, it is going to create a magnetic field and it is going to attract both of these towards it. Okay. Question number 18. A relay allows a small current in one circuit to control a different circuit. Which type of force is produced by the small current to activate the relay? A magnetic force is required to activate the relay. Okay. Question number 19. Which diagram represents the direction of the magnetic field around a straight wire carrying current out of the page? Okay. You have to use your right hand grip rule over here. So if the current is going out of the page, so the thumb is going to point towards us. Okay, and the fingers are going to be curling anti-clockwise. So D is going to be the correct option. These two are not correct. We aren't studying electric charge, or positive charge, or negative charge over here. We are talking about magnetic field and current, which is related by right hand grip rule. So if you apply your right hand grip rule, as I've just told you, so you are going to see that D is the correct option. Okay, moving on to question number 20. Which device is designed to allow a small direct current to control a large direct current? That's a relay. Okay, so 20. Okay, moving. So this brings us to the end of our topic 4.14, which was the magnetic effect of current. So let's hope that I've cleared a few concepts of yours, and if this is the case, so kindly remember me in your prayers and take care of yourselves until we see each other in the next video. Allah Hafiz for then, and